2023 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid versus Honda CR-V Hybrid. Which hybrid SUV should you buy? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. If you want to buy a well-designed SUV that's reliable and offers excellent value for the money, both the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 are two of the most popular options on the market. And to make them even more desirable, both SUVs are also available as fuel-efficient hybrids, which are able to save you around 30 to 50% on gas when compared to the standard engine. Both Honda and Toyota have a time-tested reputation for building reliable hybrids, and they've been doing it far longer than any other car brands. So the question is, which hybrid SUV should you buy? Well, make sure to stick around until the end of the video because that's what we're going to find out. And if you enjoy and get value out of this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week, always straight to the point, valuable car buying advice designed to help you, the consumer. One advantage of the RAV4 Hybrid is that it's available in a wide variety of different trim levels, depending on your budget and what kind of features that you want. And as far as pricing goes, the hybrid is around $1,500 to $2,000 more expensive than the equivalent non-hybrid, which is a very reasonable price premium. Things are a little different for the CR-V, however. In the US, the CR-V Hybrid is only available in 2 trims, the Sport and the Sport Touring, which cost around $1,300 to $3,300 more than the equivalent non-hybrid. In Canada, however, the CR-V Hybrid is only offered on the top Touring trim, which costs around $5,000 more than the equivalent non-hybrid EXL. Now, I have a lot more to say about pricing later in the video, but for now, let's talk about the major differences between these two hybrid systems. In both SUVs, you have a 2-motor hybrid system. One electric motor powers the front wheels, and a second electric motor that works as a starter generator that's connected to a 4-cylinder engine and a hybrid battery pack. In the RAV4 Hybrid, you have a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that works with an ECVT planetary gear set transmission, sending powers to the front wheels and working with the electric motor to run as efficiently as possible. It also uses an electric all-wheel drive system, so instead of having a drive shaft and a rear differential, you have a third electric motor that powers the rear wheels, giving you all-wheel drive. With the CR-V Hybrid, on the other hand, we have a naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder engine which, although it can power the front wheels under certain conditions, primarily works as a generator to send power to the front electric motor. What's really interesting about Honda's hybrid system is that it doesn't actually have a transmission, but it does have a traditional mechanical all-wheel drive system with a drive shaft and a rear differential. So how exactly do these two hybrid systems perform? Well, when it comes to fuel economy, the RAV4 Hybrid is the more fuel efficient of the two. It's able to achieve around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers, whereas with the CR-V Hybrid, you get an average of around 37 miles per gallon or 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Although there's no question, both are a lot more fuel efficient than the standard gas engine options, the RAV4 Hybrid is the winner when it comes to fuel economy. Toyota's hybrid system is just able to run a little bit more efficiently, able to use the electric motor more of the time. When it comes to power, however, both SUVs are very close. With the RAV4 Hybrid, you get 219 horsepower, and with the CR-V Hybrid, you get 204 horsepower. Both SUVs are able to accelerate to highway speeds in just under 8 seconds, which is more than adequate for SUVs of this type. And another thing that they have in common is that both are very smooth and refined SUVs. As mentioned, Honda and Toyota have been making hybrids a lot longer than any other car brands. They have more than 2 decades of experience, and it really shows with the refinement. Despite the fact that you constantly have that gas engine that's turning on and off as you drive, the transition is completely seamless and you really don't notice it while driving. I will say that the CR-V's hybrid system seems to be the slightly smoother one of the two, but when it comes to refinement and the way that they drive, either one of these SUVs is a total pleasure. Another thing that I prefer about the CR-V is the way that it accelerates. Despite the fact that it doesn't actually have a transmission, Honda has programmed the electric motor and engine to give you the feeling of shifting as you accelerate, which is quite interesting and actually feels pretty good. It's certainly better than the RAV4, which drones a lot more as you accelerate hard, where the engine just stays pegged at a single high RPM. I also really like the way the CR-V Hybrid feels on the road. It seems to feel a little bit more solid and has really nice handling too. Although there's certainly nothing wrong with the way the RAV4 feels, both of these are very smooth and comfortable SUVs. The CR-V just seems to have the more satisfying driving experience. It's also more comfortable when it comes to the interior. Although both of these are very practical SUVs with a lot of interior space and cargo space, the CR-V Hybrid is the more spacious one of the two. Both SUVs have a very similar size cargo area with rear seats that fold flat, giving you even more space. But when it comes to passenger space in both the front and rear seats, the CR-V Hybrid just has more room than the RAV4, and is going to be more comfortable for taller drivers and taller families. It also seems to have a higher quality interior when compared to what you get in the RAV4. Although the build quality is very good on both SUVs, the CR-V Hybrid just has slightly nicer materials and better fit and finish. It just feels a little bit more upscale and the more expensive one of the two. When it comes to the features and technology, however, both are very well equipped SUVs. In both SUVs, you have a very straightforward and functional control setup with a very user-friendly touchscreen infotainment system. Although both touchscreens are relatively straightforward with a good menu setup and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the touchscreen in the RAV4 is a little bit bigger than the one in the CR-V. The RAV4 Hybrid also seems to offer a little bit better value when it comes to the features that you get. For example, on the top models, you can get features like ventilated front seats and a surround view camera system, both of which are not even offered on the CR-V. Both, however, are very well equipped when it comes to active safety features, and come standard with a long list of active safety technology, which is great to see. And as previously mentioned, another area where both SUVs are very strong is their reputations for reliability and low cost of ownership. Honda and Toyota have over 2 decades of experience making hybrids, and they've proven that they know how to make reliable hybrids that really don't have any major issues as they age. And because these are known for being such reliable and fuel-efficient vehicles, they also have extremely strong resale value on the used car market, which is great to see. One advantage, however, that you do get with the Toyota over the Honda is a better hybrid warranty. Both SUVs come with an 8-year warranty on the hybrid components, but Toyota also gives you a 10-year warranty on the hybrid battery pack, compared to only 8 years on the Honda. But by far, the biggest advantage that the RAV4 has over the CR-V is the pricing. In the US, the RAV4 Hybrid is approximately $1,000 to $3,000 cheaper than the equivalent CR-V Hybrid. And in Canada, because the CR-V Hybrid is only available on the top trim, the price difference is even bigger, costing between $3,000 to $14,000 more than the RAV4 Hybrid, depending on the trim level that you look at. And there's no question, that's a huge price difference. I mean, the fact that you can get a RAV4 Hybrid for around $14,000 cheaper than a CR-V Hybrid just makes it a no-brainer for a lot of buyers. Compared to the value-packed RAV4, the CR-V Hybrid is actually closer in price to the more expensive Toyota Venza Hybrid and even the Lexus NX350H. So based on the pricing, does that make the RAV4 Hybrid the automatic winner in this comparison? Well, it also depends on a few other factors that you look at, like for example dealership pricing in the real world, and also vehicle availability. For example, at the time of this recording, where I'm located in Ontario, the RAV4 Hybrid has an average waiting period of around 12 months or even longer, whereas with the CR-V Hybrid, the waiting period is around 3 months. So even though it does cost more money, if you want to have an SUV in a much shorter period of time, the CR-V Hybrid might make more sense. At the end of the day, both of these are extremely well-designed SUVs. Both have a great driving experience, good performance, excellent fuel economy, and they also have amazing reputations for reliability and maintaining strong resale value. It would be nice to see Honda introduce more trim levels of the CR-V Hybrid in the future in order to make it a lot more affordable. But in the meantime, if I had to pick just one of these SUVs to go for, from a value standpoint, it would have to be the RAV4 Hybrid. So which of these two SUVs would you go for, or would you buy something else instead? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at my other car videos by clicking these links over here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and if you need additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to check out carhelpcanada.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.